Yeah. Molly, where are you?
I'm getting my stuff. Calm your tits.
Calm my tits? Did you actually just say that?
I actually did. I'm sorry. I think somebody in chat appreciated it.
So NPCs, monsters rather, they have skills, kind of like Pokemon. And so this one is using the charge ability.
Which direction are you in?
I'm pretty near the start.
Found money. Oh, there you are.
Oh look, it's you.
Don't sound so enthusiastic.
That red hair looks kind of fake.
So does your face.
Ouch.
This chest just has blocks of ashes in it.
Yeah, I put them in there.
Oh.
It's my present to you. But yeah, NPCs, they have different skills. Early on in the game, a lot of them have pounce and charge skills, because they're kind of the basics. I need to add a few more of those. There's also like a slam skill, which is kind of a basic punch.
It's at level 13.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the beginning of Pokemon, where every Pokemon you come up to has attack.
I died already.
And later on, they're going to have a whole range of different skills, and you'll be able to capture them and maybe teach them skills as well. Not sure about that yet. Well, I don't know if that'll be in for beta. It's definitely going to happen, but yeah. Why are you shooting at me?
Why wouldn't I be?
So, Molly.
Yeah?
How's your relationship with George going?
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm sorry, was it a secret?
Yeah, just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, these are definitely sad trees. Sad, lonely trees. This guy sounds like a horse.
I don't let that monster kill you because spreading rumors about me.
You shouldn't be ashamed of, the way you feel about George. He's a lovely guy.
Oh, for sure.
A bit angry sometimes, but...
I feel like you're describing yourself, but without the lovely part.
Ouch.
My insults need work. So the hair dye fumes.
I think someone's disabled interpolation on the NPC. Their movement's a little bit stuttery. Need to turn it back on.
Time to fire someone.
Either that or it's just my CPU freaking out because I'm encoding like ridiculously high resolution frames every second. Could be that actually. because you're a bit stuttery as well. Let's have a look at CPU usage.
I just died again.
Oh yeah.
It was dark.
I'm at like 100% CPU usage because of OBS. Oh well. That's
I'm gonna
fine.
stay on my ship for a bit because I have to go off the clock. But I'll be back.
My download and upload speed. My download speed is around 70 to 75 megabit, and my upload is around 20 megabit. There's a cooldown on the dash. You can see it here. Not much of one, but yeah, it's going to use energy. It's not finished. The things we're working on right now, Bart is tackling NPCs along with Jordo, humanoid NPCs. They're really going to town on those because in the very near future I want to have all of the game's dungeons and villages finished, and part of that is populating them all with nicely behaving NPC. So they're really working hard on that. Kyron is just finishing off some technical stuff that's not worth mentioning, and then she's moving on to tech, and she's going to finish some bits and bobs with that. So for example, the dash will use energy, the tech system will be fully working, and she's going to add a whole bunch more tech as well. It probably won't take her that long because the tech system's pretty good. It's really easy to add new tech very quickly. Yeah, my CPU doesn't like me running the server and the client and the open broadcaster at the same time because the quality and frame rate is a bit too high. But that's okay. Will I be leaving this stream available to watch later? I don't know. Really, it was supposed to be just to test out the streaming quality. Unfortunately, that wasn't candy. I yawned, and it's hard to avoid the microphone. Yeah, at the moment, I was saying earlier, at the moment, Stephen is working on the glitch village. He's almost done, but he needs to add things between the houses, because at the moment it just looks a bit simple. But we have stuff for that. We have fences and signposts and flags and various bits and bobs, and lanterns like this. So he's going to add that, and then the avian village is more or less done, at least as far as the architecture is concerned, and then he's going to add the NPCs and then move on. But the reason we're seeing this on every planet right now is because it's what he's working on, so it's set to spawn only this village and right at the start, but that will change. Can I give you an estimate on how far the game is to completion? Not really. That's impossible. It's so hard to estimate these things. I mean, I can tell you what's missing. Basically, there are 10 tiers. Each tier implements some new stuff. It's usually with a new set of armor, a new set of weapons, some new tech. So in some tiers, some larger features are implemented, like creature capture, and we need to do the missions as well. Tier-wise, all the armor is done, all the weapons are done. We're working on tech at the moment. Most of the big features are done, but we need to finish off the last couple. The missions aren't going to be in the beta, and we haven't really started on them yet. But we don't expect them to take too long because our editing system is pretty good. Those are the huge things left. Obviously, there's a ton of just polishing and bug fixing, and tons of bits and bobs. But I think we're doing okay. I know it's taking longer than everyone wants, but hopefully people will be surprised with the level of depth added to everything. I mean, with a game like this, it's very easy to just say, well, okay, we need NPCs, let's just make some dummies that kind of wander around. But we wanted to give them a personality, and we wanted to tie them into the lore, and we wanted to, you know, as you've seen, they alert guards, and they have behaviours, and they react to the time of day, and they might end up reacting to the weather as well. In fact, I should probably add an umbrella item. And the same goes for everything, really. We're trying to add that level of depth, and it's hard to estimate how long things will take when you're working that way. But I think people will be pleased with the result. Villagey people, because we've got the dungeons for that. And I mean, I guess it would make sense that you might come across a village that is hostile, but I kind of like the clear-cut nature of it, so you know we're coming up again. The flowing villages you'll come across won't be evil, because they're specifically the Florin that have sort of left that way of life. But the Florin dungeons are almost villages, if that makes sense. Villages have exclusive items, yeah, I mean they're built from a ton of exclusive items. A lot of the stuff you see here won't be in it anywhere else. And also, yeah, the villages will sell exclusive items. And there might be items that do special things that you can only find in villages. An example would be, on the first tier, there aren't really any dungeons, and there aren't any villages. The reason for that is that we wanted to keep it really simple and have players focus on the survival aspect of things. But there is a dungeon that's kind of a natural type dungeon. You've probably seen it because it was in a bunch of streams. And in there you can find a bunch of items that you can't find anywhere else. The really rare one in that dungeon is an ocarina, which you can use to play all sorts of music. Someone is asking, can you craft everything that's in a village? The answer is no. You would need to use your 3D printer. The way the 3D printer works is that you can, any item you find, any object you find, right, you can take it to your 3D printer, scan it, and it gets destroyed when you scan it, so you do lose the item. But then after that point you can print the item with pixels. The only downside is that the items that you print, they're marked as printed, which instantly makes them sort of less rare, because you know you want to be the guy with all the original stuff. And also they're less valuable, so you can't just print yourself money. The dirt related decision. Right now, if you are following the forum thread, I think option 3 is the most straightforward for the moment. I think the overall solution, which I don't want to focus on right now because it's just not critical enough, is probably to have predefined shades, and then option 1 with predefined shades. The reason I think they need to be predefined is because at the moment they're shifted by a very, very small amount, or very, very small increments, should I say. And so it is possible to find 3 planets with almost identical but not quite identical shades of the same dirt. So they would appear as 3 different spots in your inventory, but you probably wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, and that's not cool. So on that basis, I'm kind of in favour of option 3. But if we do end up with predefined shade, then I might switch that to option 1. That said, you do have a paint tool. Right now you can only paint man-made blocks, which was going to be the plan from the start, and the reason for that was that we figured that if you have a paint tool that can colour the terrain, people are just going to kind of go nuts and scribble everywhere and basically draw penises on everything. So, you know, that's what you do really. I don't know if maybe we'll make it a server option or something, the ability to paint terrain, because it would solve that problem for people who want. No, that's not what I want. Oh no, it's off center. What are the tiers? When I'm talking about tiers, basically, planets have levels, and the levels range from 1 to 100, and each set of 10 levels, so 1 to 10, 11 to 20, etc., is a tier, and within the same tier the levels only really affect the difficulty of things and the rewards, the frequency of rewards, but when you change tier, a whole ton of stuff changes. Like new ores appear, new monsters appear, new tech appears, new items, dungeons. Sometimes it unlocks big features on the ship, and for example you need to get to quite a high tier to get 3D printing. So that's basically the way the tiers work. New biomes as well, that's right, yeah. I'm so bad at this. No. Do I have a favourite race? I tend to play human actually. I know that's really boring, but I like their backstory. I think it's going to be really interesting. So how does people are complaining that I'm streaming at 1080p and they're not able to keep up with their connections. In that case, are you not able to lower the quality on your end? How do I make it so that you can lower the quality on your end if 1080p is not good for you? You have to be a partner rather. That's annoying. How do you know what level you are? You don't actually have a level. You just find equipment of varying levels. So it's more or less based on the equipment you have. Yeah, I guess I'll ask them for a partnership. We have Twitch streaming in game actually. It's pretty cool. The GUI for it is horrible right now, but this right here, no one's really bothered to make it look decent. But if I hit start, it will just start streaming the game for Twitch. You're going to be able to set your Twitch options in here. Right now you have to edit this config file. I know the pink square is nice, right? Streaming integration might be ready for beta. I mean, it works right now. There's no reason for us to really take it out. I mean, it's a bit ugly, but people can get around that if they want to. Well, to the people telling me to lower the resolution, of the stream. The purpose of this stream is for me to see what settings I can handle. So not this time. And next time I'll look into either whether or not Twitch will give me the option of multiple different qualities, or just lower it if I have to. Hey Samurai.
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good. I've done and watched 8 hours of Breaking Bad today. That's all I've done.
Great.
It's pretty
This
wonderful.
is, for anyone wondering, this is Samurai. He's a contributor. He does art for us.
Hello.
And he has a stupid English accent.
It's true.
Will there be children NPCs? I was actually thinking about this morning. Samurai, what do you think?
Sure, go for it.
I really appreciate the level of thought that went into that response.
They could all be children for all we know.
It could
It's
be.
ambiguous.
It's pretty deep.
We're all children at heart.
The thing is, if you add children NPCs, you have to deal with that whole issue of killing children NPCs. That whole sticky issue.
Is killing children morally worse than killing adults? Or is killing pretty bad universally? These are the questions you have to ask yourself.
I think it's less acceptable. Let's put it that way. See, I don't like the whole invincible children thing. For me, that's kind of...
It's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're going to do it, just do it right. It's kind of less immersive than just not being there. So are you coming to Thanksgiving, Samari?
Yep. I'll celebrate your American holidays.
A bunch of the team are coming to England this year. And we've decided we're going to have a Thanksgiving, which we've never done before. Which I've never done before. Because I'm British and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving really.
What is Thanksgiving?
What is Thanksgiving? Do you honestly not know?
I have a vague knowledge.
Are you asking... How are you asking that question? Are you asking the history of it, or are you asking what it actually is?
I understand that it's an American Christmas kind of thing.
It's not Christmas.
It honestly is.
It's an excuse to eat as much as you can possibly eat.
So it is like Christmas.
Yeah, but there's a bit more to Christmas.
Ty, your mouse is really loud.
Yeah, my everything's really loud. I have a terrible. I'm using a Apple earphone headset thing. It's really bad. I'm gonna pick up a proper mic very soon. Sorry, I'm not lowering the quality, not today. The purpose of this is to see what my connection can handle, so that if I can convince Twitch to make me a partner, I can choose a maximum quality setting. The space travel doesn't scale for distance travelled at the moment, but it will. Definitely will. So Murray, when you coming to London?
Whenever you invite me, dude.
Whenever I invite you?
Whenever.
Okay. Come down tomorrow.
A bit busy tomorrow. I have to catch up on Breaking Bad. Priorities.
How far behind are you?
I've watched the entirety of Season 3 and started Season 4 today.
Oh man, the temptation to spoil everything for you.
You
Pretty
monster.
strong. I know.
I've made a valiant effort.
Why are you suddenly watching it?
Because the finale is on Monday, and I want to catch up in time to be in on all the discussion. So I can fake being up to date.
I'm pretty sure Walter White is going to become a lumberjack. Do you see how Samuri, you say, oh, I'll come when I invite you, and I invite you and you don't come. It's pretty bad, man.
Am I secretly unreliable?
Secretly?
Am I outwardly unreliable?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's terrible. You should try zipping along the landscape using your grappling hooks.
Yeah, it's a bit harder now because because we limited the maximum speed, and my CPU can't keep up. It's not loading the chunk.
There you go. I like how you said it was harder and then proceed to do it with significant ease.
Well, you know. For anyone wondering, don't worry, the game doesn't have trouble loading chunks, it's just that I'm streaming at a really high resolution and frame rate and quality, and my CPU is at 100% because of that. So there's not much left for Starbound, which, you know, given that it's running at a really solid FPS, isn't a bad thing. My favourite race is probably human. I like their story. It's very
Isn't
interesting.
that biased?
I don't think it counts as biased. No. What's your favourite race?
I like the Apex.
Really? Why's that?
They have a fun aesthetic. I just like the kind of Soviet Russian thing going on.
That's fun, is it?
It's fun.
You monster.
I have them called.
What pets might we have post-release? So you're going to be able to capture all of the monsters you see. And then there are starter pets. Still deciding what to do with starter pets. Some people think they should just be left on your ship, like you know, as your ship expands and becomes your kind of base of operations, you'll have a pet there. Other people seem to want them to follow you everywhere. Not sure yet. Yeah, we'll do the meet the high-lossful thing soon. The reason we haven't done them yet is because so far, when we've done each of the the introduction posts, we've had images of their villages, of their dungeons along with it, and we've only just started finishing off the bilateral dungeons. So those will be done relatively soon, and then I can do the introduction post. They have a pretty cool story. They have a lot of history with the Florin, and the nature of that relationship isn't exactly as it first seems to be. But to find that out, you need to find lore in the game, because you won't find out otherwise. Physics-based puzzles for dungeons. There is a, the answer is yes, because there are a bunch of platforming challenges and stuff. There is one dungeon in particular, it's an Apex dungeon. It's a test chamber dungeon. It's just a series of test chambers with platforming challenges. It's quite fun. The expected size of the client? No, it'll probably be quite big actually. It's already quite big. There's so much music and stuff. Yeah, modding will be in the beta to a degree. I mean, it depends on what you consider to be modding, really. Most of the game is set up to be extremely easy to configure. I could change one value on these wooden blocks, and then they would have gravity attached to them, and they would all fall down. In fact, I'm tempted to just do that to see what will happen. But changing things, adding new blocks, adding new objects, new NPCs, new monsters, is all extremely easy. Someone wants me to try that. I could try it. I'm not sure what will happen because we don't really use blocks of physics alongside the dungeon system. But I'll see what happens. Give me a minute. Do I make it fall or just cascade?
Fall
make
upwards.
it fall upwards? No, that's just crazy talk. I don't know if I need to restart the game or not, if I can just reload. Let's try. I need to reload. Restart the game. Let's try it. Hold on. Multiplayer will be in a bit here. You have to excuse me for the microphone sounds. No, I don't think the lights will change. Oh, I see the problem. I'm being stupid. Hold on. I was trying to run two servers on the same port. It's motioning. Let's go somewhere else. Grasslands. I really want to eat some Cheerios.
It's always Cheerios, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I go through boxes of Cheerios so fast. I believe I'm doing all this just to see if the houses will fall down. Ah!
When you have to try and... yeah.
Just remove the door. It's holding up the entire house.
It was a load-bearing door.
Apparently. Oh, I set it to make background block. Whoops. see, I mean, it took me like 20 seconds to actually change. Most of the time was spent flying back to the planet and not being an idiot and starting 2 servers. What did I change? Let's see. Okay. I put cascading on, falling on. Interesting terrain here. Hey Molly, are you still here? Molly.
Yes, Ty?
Is that George?
No, it's
Jesus
Molly.
Christ.
Jeez,
Oh my god.
please never do that again. What else would you guys like to see the configuration files for?
Hi.
Hey Molly. How you doing?
Oh wait, I don't think I can hear anything. That could be why I couldn't hear anything. Hello.
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 George was doing an impression of you.
What was the impression of me? I want to
It
hear
was
it.
horrifying.
I'm really curious. Jellyblade said my voice was weird. He said I did a weird voice. That's just my voice.
I think he was maybe talking about George.
Oh. Everybody should be jealous because I have a cupcake.
You have a
What
cupcake?
flavour?
Yes.
What flavour?
It's chocolate with coconut icing.
Where did you acquire this?
My dad brought home cupcakes. I don't know why.
Coconut icing. You mean you don't know why?
He just brought home cupcakes because he wanted cupcakes.
You sound like my housemate. She told her father that she was getting kittens. And he said, "What are they for?"
Well, usually cupcakes, you know, are for an occasion or something. I don't know.
Really? I just eat the cupcake.
That's true.
Yeah, these guys have got it right. They say cupcakes are an occasion.
That's very wise.
Not in Molly's world.
Just a daily occurrence. Let me show you guys the Let me show you guys the configuration file for the grappling hook.
Damon Racer told me to check my cupcake privilege.
I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, so this is the configuration file for the current grappling hook. I could change it and we could see what happens. What should I
Coconut
change?
flakes everywhere.
What's it on? What? What's everywhere?
Coconut flakes.
Coconut flakes.
Yeah, like shreds of coconut.
I don't think I've ever had coconut icing. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, it's just buttercream icing, I think, with coconut shavings on